Hi, I'm Jimmy, a film director and editor at Moving Brands. I've been asked for this video to talk through how we approach making a journey film, which, as the name suggests, is a film which takes you through a journey as a recap of the work done with the client. Typically, we will make these at the end of a significant stream of work, and they are intended to be a celebration of all of the great work that has gone into a project. It allows us to show all of the thinking that has gone behind a creative outcome, and try to do this while reflecting the personality of the new brand as well. This project was for a new Indian real estate platform called Housing, and for them, celebration seemed particularly fitting. Before starting editing though, I first need to sit down with the creative and strategy leads who are involved with the project, and they can run through with me everything that they feel was important to the project. They can often go on for well over a year, so there's a lot to go through, and I can start to pull out the salient points which I think I'm going to focus on for the edit. Because of the distance I have from a project, it means I'm able to act as an editor in a true sense, by helping to decide what is needed and necessary to tell the story. Continually capturing for the length of an engagement makes for a much more interesting film. It will give you a mixture of varied content and can also be used to show the stages of development. Through experience, we have found that 90 seconds is around the right amount of time for a journey film like this to take. Much more and the viewer will start to lose interest, but 90 seconds gives you enough time to do justice to all of the hard work done by the whole team who have contributed to the project, while still cutting down the work produced to its most interesting and important parts. These films also give a chance to share some of the thinking and work done which will never make it into the final brand, because it hasn't been correct for the client's needs, but it is still interesting exploration in its own right. Music is so important for setting the tone of the film. We were lucky to find a really great track which fit the mood we wanted to perfectly. We found it on the music bed by an artist called Josiah. The track's called Wanna Be Free. As you can see from the timeline, there has to be some editing done to the track to make it fit within the 90-second mark. This is always done with as much respect for the music as possible to do it justice. Hopefully this has been the case, because quite soon after the release of this journey film, it gained quite a lot of traction, and was shared a lot over the internet. Because we're working within quite a short timeline, pacing is very important. There is often a temptation to start very quickly so that you can fit everything in the timeline, but this will usually mean that the viewer is lost from the get-go. In this edit, we have also helped wayfinding and establishing the context for the viewer with some animated text to set up the premise in the beginning. This edit came together in a very short amount of time, about 2.5 days, to fit to the client's deadline needs, as they were gearing up to release. A journey film is there to showcase all of the great work that the team has done and can be proud of. This work combined with the right track should create a real sense of the new brand, and in a way which the viewer is able to connect with very quickly on the first viewing. The fact that this film came together so quickly was very fitting. It ended up giving it such a sense of urgency and excitement that for Housing, it couldn't have suited them any more perfectly.